Figma Make Tutorial Step by Step. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into something totally new that's changing how designers and developers are working in 2026, Figma Make. Now, if you've ever designed something inside of Figma and then had to hand it off to a developer, you already know all the pain. Things get lost, designs don't translate perfectly, and the process takes about forever. But the best part is that Figma flips that completely. It allows you to turn your designs into absolute great translations of what you're actually wanting. Okay, you get proper working apps or even prototypes using AI with no heavy coding required. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you step by step through how to use Figma Make, how it works, and how you can go from idea to functional product faster than ever. Now, let's talk about what Figma Make actually does. So, Figma Make is an AI-powered feature inside of Figma that actually allows you to convert your designs into functional interfaces. Now, instead of just static layouts, you can create interactive experiences with working components and even app-like behavior. It bridges the actual gap that comes between design and development, so you're no longer just creating visuals, you're building something that can actually function. Now, this is especially powerful for designers who want to go beyond mockups and create real usable products. Now, to get started, you're going to open up Figma and you're going to create a new project for yourself, all right? Now, generally, you will need an account for this, and as you can see, I already have an account. Now, if you want to go ahead and start your very own Figma Make, what you're going to do is simply go to the URL figma.com/make, and here you're going to tell them what you want to make. Now, it depends what you could be. This could be a landing page, a mobile app screen, or a dashboard. Focus on the structure, layouts, button, text, and components. Okay, make sure your design is clean and organized. Use proper naming for layers and group related elements together. This is important because Figma Makes relies on your structure to understand how everything should function. So, to give it an example, let's go over to Nike.com and let's go over to ChatGPT. All right. Or you could even use any other software like Gemini, whatever you prefer. So over here, as we can see, we have ChatGPT right in front of us rolling. You're going to choose your location. And once you choose your location, let's say I want a landing page like this, right? So I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of this section. We're going to go to Gemini. And I'm going to go ahead, add the photo here, and I'm going to go ahead and write, I want you to write me a prompt for Figma Make just like this landing page. And you could tell it, describe everything in it properly. Okay, so you're simply going to write in that prompt, and what it does is it starts loading, because obviously you can use one AI by taking help from another AI. You know, that's the great thing about all of this. So you're going to go ahead and use all of this prompt. We're going to copy this. We're going to come to Figma. I'm going to paste it in. Now, once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and hit enter. Now, what Make does is it starts creating a new Make for you, okay? It uses all of its AI capabilities and functionalities to obviously go ahead and read through whatever you have given it. And as you can see, it talks about the color palette, the hero section, different things, header, hero, typography, call to action, etc. And it goes on and starts going ahead and creating things. Think of this step as building the foundation. The better your actual structure is, the better the final result of your product will be. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're simply going to wait for it to go ahead and create our prompt. And once that is done, we're going to see how it looks and how you can make changes to the structure. Now, once everything is done, this is how your design will look. Okay, you can even give it a thumbs up, letting it know that you do like the design. And you can see that you have all of the landing page functionalities just as so. Pretty incredible, right? Now, there's two things you can do to make it look poppy. Okay, and this took about 30 seconds, so you can make changes. The first thing is you can add prompts to make changes. The second thing is to point and edit, all right? So let's say there's something that I don't like about this specific thing, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask it to edit this section. You know, the shop section, I don't really like it. So you can write, make the button interactive with animations, and you could go ahead and write, make it colorful, but according to the theme. Okay, we're going to write that in and we're going to send that prompt in. Now, once you send that prompt in, obviously it's going to know that there's this specific section that the user wants to change a bit. So what it does is it starts going ahead and modify the actual shop button. Okay, so it says, would you like me to modify the shop button or keep my changes only to decorate the gradient element you've selected? I'm going to go with modify the shop button. Modify the button. We're going to write that in and we're going to send it in. Now, once you do that, as you can see, it goes further on with its thinking and it will go through and edit the prompt according to what you've asked. And as you can see, the coding starts in the back end. You can also see the live coding. It does right over here where it shows you the actual images it's used, etc. Now, if you want to preview, you can see that it made its change. All right. Now, once you're good with everything, you can open up a full screen view to actually see if the functionality, the interactivity, and the animation works as you have ordered it to do. So, as you can see, sports streetwear landing page, exactly according to what we've asked it. And just according to that, we're simply going to wait for it to load up. And once it loads up, you can see the different things. Obviously, add different interactions and logic for yourself, refine the custom inputs, and you can see everything that I've asked it to do is interactive now. And of course, the navigation won't work because it is a landing page. I did not ask it to create any navigations. You can do that for yourself if you want to, obviously by adding it over here. But once everything is done, you can go ahead and publish it. Now, there's two ways to publish it. You could either publish it directly through the Figma URL, or you can publish it to your very own website. All right. So what we're going to do is you're simply going to hit publish right here, and that publishes your landing page onto Figma and onto the World Wide Web. Okay. And the best part about this is this took me 30 seconds. All right. That is all it took me to create this. Now, if you want to turn it into a proper functional app, you can do that as well. That's where things get really interesting, because with Figma Make, you can go beyond prototypes and start creating something that feels like a real application. Create a website, create a whole application, a gym tracker app, whatever you want. Now, if we click on Go to Web, as you can see, we have our separate URL for this whole landing page that we can use anywhere that we want. And there we are. So how incredible and great is this? Now, once this is done, you are pretty much good to go. That is how you use Figma Make step by step. From setting up your own design to actually going ahead and turning your ideas into a functional product. Okay, this isn't just a new feature, it's a shift in how the design actually works. You're moving from static visuals to interactive experience, all within a single tool. So if you found this tool helpful, please do make sure to drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to be seeing all of you in the very next video. Have a great day. I'll be seeing all of you next time. Goodbye.